Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome back into Mama Angel's kitchen. Tonight, we're going to be making spaghetti. Quick, simple, easy, and so delicious. So delicious. Let's go ahead and get into these ingredients that we're going to be using tonight. Tonight, I am using ground turkey, which is typically what we always use. It's rare that I will use ground beef. We just love ground turkey. This is a pound of ground turkey. And the veggies that we're going to be using to season up our ground turkey. And you can certainly obviously do this with ground chicken, ground beef, whatever, ground pork if you like, your ground meat of your choice. The veggies we're going to be using tonight. And I've already cut them up. I've got a half of a pretty large Valdelia onion. And everything's cut up, not real small, but small enough chunks. We've got the onion. I've got a red and orange bell pepper. I prefer green bell pepper to be added with this, but I don't have any tonight, so we're gonna go without it. Then we've got one rib of celery right here. And I like to use the floury part of the celery as well. Okay, then it's cut up about the same size also. And then I've got two large cloves of garlic right here. And they're minced up pretty finely also. Okay. Then, of course, I've got a pound of spaghetti noodles. And these are, I don't think it says what size. They're not the real large ones, but they're not the small ones either. I just usually get the regular size spaghetti noodles. We're also going to need a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of soy sauce, some tomato paste, and then I've got a can. This is a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, okay? And then I have some gochujang. This is just here it is right there. This is a fermented chili paste, known very well in Asian cooking, and I just love it in stuff like chilies or any of my red sauces. It's just delicious. Okay, did I say soy sauce? I think I did. Soy sauce and olive oil. And then the spices we're going to be using tonight. This is all 1 tablespoon of spices here. And I've got some ground cumin, some chili powder, smoked paprika. And then in here I've got Maggi Pollo. And then I've got the tomato chicken flavored bullion. Okay, that's the one that I'm in love with that one now. And then I've got onion and garlic powder and then Sazon. And then here I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, no salt, because the bullion, the chicken flavor bullion and the Sazon have enough salt in it. So I will taste the sauce as we get it together. And if it needs salt, then I'll add salt at that point, but I'm not going to add salt now because I've got 3 spices here that have salt content in them, okay? Then I also have this is a chicken bouillon cube. I'm sorry. This is a beef bouillon cube. And I have this to kind of give me that beefy flavor. The only reason I'm not opening it yet is because I'm not 100% positive I'm going to use it. And it depends on my salt content, because this also has salt in it. But I would like to add a little bit of beefiness to it. I may or may not, okay? We'll just see how the flavor is going with that. So that, guys, is our ingredients for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get us set up at the stove, get the meat on, get these noodles going, and we're going to have spaghetti tonight. All right, I'll see you at the stove. All right, guys, here we are at the stove, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of olive oil. It's, not that much is good. That's about all I need right there. It's a pretty lean turkey for one. And I like to start with a cold skillet and a little bit of olive oil. And I get my garlic in there. And just get that garlic infused with that oil. And then I'll go in with my turkey. All right, here we go. Look at that. Okay, if you can see that at all, it's it's bubbling, sizzling up, and smelling absolutely divine. Okay. All right, let's get the meat. Let's go ahead and get that meat right down in there. Just rinse it off my hands. Or wash it off my hands from touching the meat. Okay. We're just going to break apart this meat here. Get it all mixed in with that garlic and oil. Stop that garlic from cooking so it doesn't burn on us. Okay, our meat is brown, done enough. Got a teeny tiny little bit of pink in there, but for the most part it is brown and ready to go. So I'm going to go in first with just a couple of dashes of soy sauce. I just like that flavor in my spaghetti. Okay, then we're going to go right on in with our veggies, all of them, right on in there. Okay, let's get that mixed in there. I tasted the seasoned blend after I mixed it all together, and it's not salty at all. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with half of this bullion cube. Okay, break it in half like that, and it just crumbles. Okay, all it does. There we go. All right, and see how it just crumbles right in my hand? I'm just going to go in with half of that, not the whole thing, because I'm really conscious of the salt content. And of course, any bouillon has salt in it as well. So I don't want to over salt. You can always come back and add salt, but once it's in there, you cannot take it away. Okay? All right, let's get some of this seasoned blend in there. That's that seasoned blend. Once I mixed it all up, I'm going to go in probably about half of it, and then we'll taste it and see how we're doing, and then we'll re-season as needed. Okay? All right, guys, what I love about ground turkey is that you don't have to pour off any fat. All the juices and everything just cooks right back in to that meat. So there's no fat. And all the seasoning and everything cooks right back into that meat. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and drop my pasta over here. You probably can't see that, but tomato paste first, and nice big glob of it, okay? And maybe a glob and a half. All right, there we go with that. Same thing with this gochujang. And let's see. Oh, got tomato paste on me. That is why aprons are essential. This is what that gochujang looks like, okay? It's a fermented chili paste. And I'm going to go with a nice big glob of that too. It's not real spicy. It's not really spicy at all. Seriously, it's not at all. It just has a deep, rich flavor that you just won't get from anything else. Okay. Get that all mixed up in there. make sure each one of those, little grains or kernels or whatever you call these little pieces of meat here, have some of that tomato paste and some of that gochujang on it. Let me give my noodles a stir. Get them all down in there. Beautiful. It's all coming together now. There we go. All right, then I'm going to go in now with that can of crushed tomatoes. Okay. And yeah, I'm going in slowly, but I'm pretty confident I'm going in with the whole can. But I'm just looking and seeing how much sauce I got here. And since I am making that whole pound of noodles, we're going in. And the beautiful thing is, if I have more sauce than noodles, then I will freeze some of my sauce, and I like to freeze it in individual little containers. Sometimes I'll put it in like little lunch baggies and freeze it. All right, guys, I've tasted my sauce and it's good, but it does need just a little bit of sugar to cut some of that tomato flavor. It just kind of cuts it a little bit. It does not make it sweet, but it just gives a little bit of a cut. Okay. All right, I'm going to put just a little bit more of the seasoned blend in there. Not much, a little bit. Okay. All right, we're going to let this simmer a little bit more. Ideally, you want to let this simmer for at least about 30 minutes to an hour. Actually, the longer you let this simmer, the richer those flavors are going to get, okay? I'm right now just waiting on my noodles to get done, and we're going to bring this all together. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm going to add a little bit of pasta water. Anytime I make any type of sauce for pasta, I add about a quarter cup, depending on how much sauce I'm making. But tonight we're going in with about a quarter cup of pasta water. What that does is it flavors it because, the pasta water is flavored with salt, but it also has all that lovely starch in it. So it's adding that starch to the sauce, which then helps the sauce to stick to the pasta, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drain my pasta, and then we'll come back and put this all together. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with about half of that sauce, and let's go ahead and mix it. Just mixing here, because what I don't like is not enough sauce on my noodles. Oh, that bothers. That bothers. I don't like dry noodles. So, if you can see, it's not a whole lot of sauce to noodle ratio, and that's why I took some out. I'm going to go in with some more sauce. I also don't like it over sauced. So getting that perfect balance is always my goal. Okay. All right, guys, here we are. There it is right there. Mama Angel's homemade spaghetti, and I made some cheesy cornbread on the side, and I've got some fresh squeezed lemonade that I made. Oh, it's so good too. I had a bunch of fresh lemons, and before they went bad on me, I wanted to make some lemonade. But here it is. Look at that. Look at that spaghetti. It's simple, it's quick. You can get it on your dinner table in like 45 minutes. That's with all your chopping and everything else. You guys have seen my cheesy cornbread before. That's delicious. Look at that. All right, let's go ahead and give this a taste. All righty. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Ooh. I love spaghetti. I love spaghetti. All right. So I can get this to get it on here and in one big twirl and behave and not be sloppy. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Let's get a close-up of it while it's still there. There it is, guys. There it is. Deliciousness. Deliciousness. And it's still hot too. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 That is good. That is good. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna enjoy this one. I'm gonna enjoy this one. So you guys getting all geared up for the Super Bowl? I am. I have to apologize for not doing any of the Super Bowl dishes like I did when I first started the channel. It just didn't work out for me. This time, I'm not even sure what I'm putting on my Super Bowl table. Well, I know I'm gonna have wings. Hands down, you gotta have wings, right? Definitely gotta have wings. If I get a chance, I may do a video on my wings, although you guys have seen me do wings before, but I may still do a video just of the wings I put on my table on Sunday, because I'm definitely gonna do that. And I try to do my videos on Thursdays and Sundays, whether I get them uploaded on that day or not. I still try to do my videos that day. All right. Cheers, guys. This is fresh squeezed lemonade. Oh. Mm-hmm. That is delicious. That is so refreshing. All right, guys. If you like this here video, give Mama Angel a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, come on in and join the party. New subscribers out there, thank you so much for joining in. To all of my subscribers, I appreciate you. I absolutely do. I thank you so much for watching my videos, liking them, and commenting on them. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday evening. It'll probably be Friday when you see this, but still have a fantastic weekend and enjoy the Super Bowl, okay? Because I know I'm going to enjoy them because the Kansas City Chiefs are in there. Tell me if you're going for my Chiefs with me, all right? We'll root them on together. Guys, I love you. Stay prayed up. I'll see you in my next video. Good night.